Hello, guys. Welcome to our little podcast corner. I'm Dana.
And I'm Fatma. We're both occupational therapy students, and today's episode is special because we're talking about why we chose occupational therapy.
It's a journey for both of us, not a straight line, and definitely full of surprise. So, if you are someone trying to figure out your future or just curious about OT, you are in the right place.
Let's dive in. No pun intended. Dana, I'm gonna start with you.
Yeah, go
What
for it.
sparked your interest in helping people with disabilities?
A few years ago, I got really curious about the deaf community and people with the speech environments.
Me too.
Really,
Mhm.
I even started learning sign languages and looked into speech, special like education because I wanted to work with people who had like unique needs.
Interesting. But I know you also loved mental health. How did that fit in?
Well, yeah, I used to write a lot about mental health, like literally a lot. Things like depression, emotional resistance, and one time someone even asked if I was like a psychologist, imagine. And I was like, in a high school, I really loved giving, quick therapy to people, so psychology crossed my mind. I looked
Mhm.
into it, especially cognitive therapy. It was my favorite, which can help, like, people with autism and but here like mental health still lacks awareness and clear path for growth,
Yeah, true.
so I let that idea go.
That's kind of sad, but what led you to occupational therapy then?
Well, searching for something that combines psychology, medical rehab, and working with autism and cognitive therapy,
Mhm.
I found OT and it clicked. It had everything I was looking for. I considered physical therapy too, but OT just felt more fun for me. Plus, it opens door to many fields like prosthetics, audiology, and kinesiology. Once I choose it, I dive deep, reading, watching therapy session, and even
Yeah.
checking out cases files in at uni when I started
Oh,
first year.
wow.
I felt ready even before classes start. Like I was in high school and I was like, yeah, that's mine.
Mashallah. Wait, I love that. Okay, now your turn to ask me.
Well, yeah, let's see. All right, Fatma, what made you connected to OT before you even knew what it was?
Tons of, like cognitive
Yeah.
documentaries. I learned sign language, and I
Ooh.
felt strongly about helping people get back to their air quotes normal life after trauma, not just physically but emotionally too.
Did you consider like other majors before choosing OT?
Yes, psychology was my first option for a long time.
Girl, we twinning.
People kept telling me I'd be a great therapist, but the job options were limited, as you said.
Yeah.
So I thought about pediatrics,
Ooh.
even biomedical engineering, but none of them felt right.
Girl, that's really different ways, but either like they are connected.
Mhm.
So what was like that turning point?
Exploring universities, I found occupational therapy at BMC. I had this strong feeling like this is it. I was
Yeah.
actually enrolled in another college and about to register for classes,
Oh.
but I was really unhappy and stressed out, and I took a gap and I thought about taking a gap year, but I followed my gut and switched, and now here I am doing something I genuinely love.
Alhamdulillah, like that's actually so good that you found your place and what you actually into it.
Hmm.
That's so powerful. And honestly, both our stories prove that choosing OT wasn't random. It
Yeah,
was something that matched who we are.
true. Exactly. As you said, occupational therapy isn't just a career, it's a way to empower people, help them live meaningful lives, and support them through their challenges physically, mentally, and emotionally.
And for anyone listening, if you are thinking about occupational therapy, do your research, trust your gut, and don't be afraid to follow the path that feels right.
Definitely take the risk.
So,
Thanks for
thanks you for
listening.
listening. We are your future.
Occupational therapist
Signing
signing out.
off.